Okay, welcome back to Nicolange's Comic Corner Classic, us known classics. This is episode number. Get this thing stated properly. Come on. Thank you. Okay, this is episode number 32, 35, and Doubleshot 31, 29. I got two more trades. First is a first of two trades. This one, even though that two of the issues are part of crossovers. That being from Mark Russell. X Factor. Yep. X Factor Volume by Mark Russell Volume 1. Please like and share. Yeah, that is the title of this thing. It contains the first 5 issues of this X Factor volume, this being Volume 5. Also, fun fact, this actually is the first one since Volume 1 to use its logo. Yeah, I think last time they used it was probably back issue 70. And this is Return of the Government incarnation of X Factor. They're back full swing here, led by Archangel, a founding member of the original X Factor. And to start this book, we actually have this new guy, Chemo, who actually posed as Beast when he showed up. Fire Fist, a member of the original X Factor group. I think her name is Frenzy. I think it's not Frenzy. Ferris, and this new guy named Zyber. Yep, and well. New red carpet. By the way, ours is Bob Quinn here. Yeah, first issue. By the way, all the cover art for this book is done by Greg Land. Yes, but he does not do the interior. Oh no, he does not do the interior. So basically, yeah. More to this new X Factor team. Roll it out, and well, let's meet your new X Factor team. Yep. So they reduced to Rusty Collins. Yes, he was part of the original X Factor group, except he was part of the trainee team. He never actually was part of the original roster. So, yeah, Warren to the third. Okay. And then joined by Zyber, who is a brand new character. Farrell. And here's the supposed, oh look, it's Beast, except it's new guy. And then of course he gets eggs, like. Yeah, apparently this group doesn't like Fag O because I think it's sold out. And then they get the new headquarters, which is a house. Yes, a house. Somewhere in Hollywood. So, apparently Havoc was turned into a zombie at some point. Apparently he's better. I'm like, when did that happen? It says, oh yeah, it happened. It meant you got better from the Ashes Unlimited stuff. So the only member we basically got members, they have Frenzy. Okay. Polaris is here with Havoc. They're an item now. Apparently, he's gone back together with Polaris, despite the fact he was previously with Madeline Pryor. I'm like, if you read the printed books, if you don't read digital stuff, you're like, wait, hold on. I thought he was with Madeline Pryor. Why is he back with Polaris? You gotta read From the Ashes digital book. I hope one day Marvel finally collects that in trade. And then we have stuff here with this new team known as X-Term. Yep, a mercenary group led by a founding member of the Champions, Darkstar. It's a Russian group. Yep. And she's the only, and apparently they run their place as sort of like a nuclear power plant, decommissioned. So yeah, so the team goes in action. And then pretty much all the members except for Angel and Cyber all die. Yes, they all die in this first mission. Farrell gets impaled by frickin' spikes. Cyber somehow survives. Angel comes back later. He's perfectly fine. Of course, they all. Yes, so Angel's off the team. So then, of course, you get placed with new members. Yep, brand new X Factor. Like, you are thinking, wait, why the heck we got new members? So we have our members being Havoc, who is this team's leader. Despite the fact Angel's the leader, but Havoc is leader now. Frenzy, Pyro, yes, Pyro, former X-Men villain who's now a hero. Celia Reyes, Granny Smith, and Zyber, who was kept in the team. Granny Smith's mutant power is that she cannot die. Yep, that's her mutant power. She can't die. Pyro, of course, is Pyro, and of course you have Frenzy and Celia Reyes. And we have this top secret purse place. Like, who's behind that? Yeah, this Philip Blader or some traitor here. So, and then of course you have Havoc sharing a Scorpion relationship with. Of course, apparently the artist decided to give Alex Summers a 6-pack. Yes, a 6-pack. He's not the only one. Apparently they gave one of the women basically a freaking 6-pack. Yes, I'll show a minute. And then of course meets the team, the X Factor house, and they all go swimming after getting a debriefing. And we're going to see Frenzy, where she's massively built. We see Celia Reyes, where she's like just she's being annoyed by Pyro. Yep. And here's a good look at Frenzy. You're like, wow, this woman is so muscular. She's like a bodybuilder. Yep. Yeah, and of course, basically, they think that Polaris is a spy, but she's not. And they show it look like Angel possibly. Oh, he's perfectly fine. He's in a coma. He survived it somehow. You know, as I know, he came back because I read the book later on. Because I've read this book already. So, and then of course, Polaris brings to meet the Mutant Underground people. Yeah, and then of course protecting some people, and then Frenzy steps in, and then we have where he leaves Lorna behind forcibly. Oh, in the book, they're apparently popular on TikTok. Apparently. And then for some weird reason, I have no idea why in the world they decided to do this for. They take this brand new X Factor team, take them to a Comic-Con. Yes. Everyone gets autographs. Havoc apparently falls with Havoc is like $50, which that seems kind of reasonable. Yeah. I mean, the CEO of a company who dresses like Spider-Man for some weird reason. And then Granny Smith is like, yeah. Yep. Now, I've never heard of basically a superhero team who just debuted and they're already at Comic-Con. I thought this was actually a really cool idea. Yeah, the whole thing of this, I mean, yeah, in book they may not like it very much. As a reader, I love this because I go to Comic-Cons. They're fun. Yep, and then some action. Of course, they deal with new X term after not appearing since issue 1. Yep. And, well, they finally deal with them issue 4, where in this book they revealed that Cecilia had a relationship with this new character who ghosted her. And the reason why later on it's revealed that the reason why he did it because he's very nervous about a relationship. He was very reluctant. And he was going to introduce her to his parents. He was finding out. And of course they fight X-Term here once again. Yeah. Yeah, because he's been an idiot, so they do reconcile, which is nice. The fact they kind of become a couple again. And then the very next issue, it's like, yeah, we fixed this relationship that was established previous issue that they previously had. They're back together. The kidnapped by X-Term, like, oh yeah, there's actually a traitor, and it's X-Cloud. Then the book ends with apparently like Darkseid pushing out Wintergeist. That's the guy's name. And he's actually dead. He falls on top of a helicopter pad. And X-Term is like, yeah. And the book just ends right there. You're like, really? That's the book ends? But just this brand new character who debuted issue 4. And now he's dead the next issue? Yeah, you read these issues, you're like, what? Yeah. I think what probably caused this book to get canceled was not Mark Russell himself. It's probably because he kept changing members of this group. Like, he had this brand new group debut in issue 1, and then like all the members except one all died in the first issue, though Angel came back alive and no problem. And then you have Pyro to the team. Like, I get having 2 women. That's perfectly fine. I have no problem with women on the team. Zyber, of course, is probably a character that Mark Russell had hopes for, but I don't think he's done anything much since this book ended. And given this book ended 5 issues later, yeah, 5 issues later the book ends. Yep. Excuse me, the reason? Probably low sales. Yeah, probably low sales. But I give this book roughly a 8.5 out of 10. It's not a bad book per se. It's just that I can see why people drop the book because of all the membership changes, the fact they have a character like Darkstar just acting out of character, like shoving a man out of a helicopter and dying on a helicopter pad. Yeah. But next up we have a much better book per se. We have Wolverine Madipoor Nights by the legendary Chris Claremont. This is a 5-issue miniseries. Yeah, I believe it's like 5 issues, I think it is. Where Chris Claremont, like I just mentioned, is the writer, and apparently it takes place after the events of King X-Men 260, which is included here, with Ella Garsalager on the artwork. So, you have the team of Wolverine, Black Widow, and Captain America here, where basically in this book we kind of have the first time Wolverine meeting Tiger, except they have her in full suit for some reason, and covering her face. Despite the fact the readers have known what she looks like. She's a beautiful Asian woman. She's gorgeous, and the fact she's been kissed by Gambit, who basically she once told Gambit is like, "Don't ever shut me up again by kissing me, again." Oh yeah, Jubilee is kind of in the book too, along with Psylocke. So why not? Yeah, Wolverine is patched garb. You have Wolverine, Captain America fighting a bunch of ninjas, which seems so cool. It's like, I think this was an off-screen adventure they actually had that was mentioned, and I guess they decided just to expand upon it. Yes, and then this is definitely a Wolverine miniseries, but with Captain America, Black Widow guest starring. Now, yeah, this takes place after 68. It probably takes place between 260 and 269. And here's Tiger. You wait, that's not Tiger. Why is she wearing the mask for? I have no idea why. Why Chris Claremont thought this was a good idea to cover up this beautiful woman with this mask. So this is kind of the first time Wolverine first meets her. Prior to debut in Marvel Comics Presents #1 in the Wolverine feature of the book. That's where she made her debut appearance. Yeah, then we have Wolverine fighting this vampire. And then fighting Roughhouse. Yes, Roughhouse. He's a classic Wolverine villain who... Yeah, and then... And of course... Oh, his name is Bloodscream. Yeah, Bloodscream. So yeah, deal with them here, and then they slowly heal up. And then Steve goes a bit slimmer than usual. So... And I love this cover here for issue number 3, where it's obviously a take on a classic movie poster. Yeah, Black Widow wearing this very revealing dress. Yeah, wearing this little thing. She gets her dance. She kind of gets her own romance in the book. It's not Daredevil. It's like, everyone's looking like, oh my god, this woman's so beautiful. Oh, wow. I mean, look at this outfit. She wears this outfit, wears this dress for the remainder of the book. And she meets this guy named Byron, who, yeah, even he realized, oh, damn, this woman's gorgeous. Yeah, also this was the period of time where Black Widow cut her long, beautiful hair. Don't know why, but she did. And then for some reason we have where Tiger's chained up, and then this red woman tries to kiss her, and then Tiger's freed in her mind, and you're like, why in the world is she here like this? Well, Apparently, she's gonna look like she was sold at auction. And then we have some ninjas show up, which can't go wrong with ninjas. Black Widow kicking butt, kissing a guy. And then you have Black Widow take Cap's shield and take a sword and beat up Roughhouse. Yeah, where's Widow? Yep. And you think with issue 4 cover is like, oh crap, is the Hulk up here? Well, yeah, it's like every issue focused on one issue focused on the Cap, one Wolverine, one Widow. This one's focused on the Cap. It's like, yeah. And basically Widow's gone. She got back to Mother Russia. We got more ninjas, and then looked like she was captured, and Wolverine frees her. Then we can mention the whole thing with the Weapon X book, which is done by Bay Winter, which is amazing. And apparently they have Wolverine and Cap look at each other. Yeah, they're here. Apparently, you thought you can't really do it. And no, it's the Hulk. It's some other guy here. And then for some reason, his blade slashed her back. And then this is exposed. You're like, wait, what the heck is that? And then her leg is like, is she wearing armor or something? It's weird. It's not really explained here. And then apparently, like, it looks like her body's turned the middle for some reason. Oh, it's transforming. Okay, and then we have this goo woman show up. And she tries to consume Natasha, but lucky enough, and then Cap gets consumed it. And then Wolverine pulls at Cap. Cap gets out. And then the three are getting possessed by the toxic person. They have Heroes Rise Again. Yeah. And then we have a massive brawl. We have the woman who gets the woman in the white dress gets possessed. And you're like, oh my. Not bad looking woman, she's like this. Yeah, but she's beautiful anyways. Yep. No, not Natasha, some other redhead. And then for some reason, Tiger's mask opens up where it's like some energy thing. Blasts everything about. Wolverine, part of his body gets decayed, but it's fine because it's a healing factor. Yep. And massive brawl. I love this book. And then she kind of gets with the guy briefly, and Psylocke and Jubilee are barely in the book. Yeah. And apparently she's cured, no problem. And then the book ends. And then we have the 268, which of course they actually have this book take place right after that. This book is amazing. I love the Lord Madipoor Knights book. And I give this book a 10 out of 10. Yep, an excellent book. Yeah, basically the same style as Wolverine Patch by Larry Hama. Marvel did excellent. Chris Claremont did an excellent job with this. This was awesome. I know Marvel's on these other miniseries Wolverine where they kind of in a way fill in some gaps per se. And I've heard the reason Marvel does this because the current setup's not selling, so bring back the old writers to do these miniseries with gaps in the run. And that's it for that. Yep. But yeah, that's pretty much it for particular review. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, channel notifications. And when I get back, I'm going to work on more Doctor Who. Okay? Thanks, too. Bye.